Yes, I'll take one ticket to the Met Gala, please.
Hello? You're currently on the phone with KCK. Yep, that's me.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, May 6th. And if you are aware, it's the first Monday in May, which means it is fashion's biggest night. The Met Gala is upon us. Anna Wintour is probably, what do you think? Is she awake yet, do you think? Is she, I don't know. Do you think she stresses about this, or do you think she's got it all under control at this point? If you don't know who Anna Wintour is, she is the editor in chief. Is that right, or is it just editor? Vogue magazine, the biggest fashion magazine of all time. Let's see. Who is Anna Wintour? It doesn't say. It says British editor. She's 74. That's crazy. Okay, Dame Anna Wintour, CHDBE, I have no idea what that means, is a British and American media executive who has served as editor-in-chief, I was correct, of Vogue since 1988. Holy crap. Wow, she must be doing a good job. That's a long time to be editor-in-chief. Interesting. Oh, Wintour also served as Global Chief Content Officer of Condé Nast since 2020. Condé Nast is the owner of Vogue, and they also own, like, I think they own GQ. What does Condé Nast own? They own a lot of magazines. They're a subsidiary. Wow. Okay. Vogue, GQ, Glamour, and Allure, just to name a few. I think they own, what is it called? Architectural Digest, too. Okay, a little bit of history for the Met Gala. I think I've already talked about this when I announced the Met Gala was happening. I mean, obviously, it is always happening, but when I announced the title of what am I trying to say? Not the title. What am I trying to say? The theme of this year, which I don't even know. The theme is like, I'll tell you about that later. So the Met Gala started in 1848 by fashion publicist Eleanor Lambert, I don't know why I said that like that, as a fundraiser for the newly founded Costume Institute to mark the opening of its annual exhibit. The first gala comprised a dinner. What? That's a weird way to say that. A dinner and tickets were $50 each. Comprised a dinner? Does that even make sense? Over the first few decades of its existence, the gala was simply one of many annual benefits held for New York charitable institutions. Let's see. According to the attendees of the early galas, were almost entirely members of New York high society or the city's fashion industry. From 1948 to 1971, the event was held at various Manhattan venues, including the Waldorf Astoria, Central Park, and the Rainbow Room. I don't know where the Rainbow Room is. Waldorf Astoria is, I think it's owned by Hilton. Conrad Hilton bought it. That's where Paris Hilton used to live for a while. Anyway, so $50 to get in. Do you guys want to know how much it is now? So last year it was $50,000 per seat. And this year it's gone up. It is now $75,000 per seat, which is just crazy to me. That is so much money. I mean, it is a charity, but that's still so much money. Yeah. So apparently most of the celebrities don't have to pay though. They're invited by the fashion designers. So I'm guessing whoever they wear that year pays for the seat at the table. You can buy an individual ticket for $75,000. or you can buy a whole ticket starting at $350,000. So I guess if you want to sit by specific people, you buy a whole table. Could you imagine just dropping $350,000 and still having enough money to live lavishly? I cannot. If you want to watch it, you can stream it on TikTok, Vogue's TikTok account. It starts at 3 p.m. Utah time, Mountain Standard Time or whatever, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It's really early, it seems, but it goes from 5 to 8. I think the red carpet, and then after that, they obviously all go inside and have their dinner, and we don't know what goes on because they're not allowed to have cell phones, except for that one year when Kylie snuck hers into the bathroom and took the infamous photo in the bathroom with all those people. The co-chairs this year, or the chairmans, I don't know, are Zendaya, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, and Chris Hemsworth. I don't know if they do much, honestly. I think they just kind of, maybe they sit at the head of the table, or I don't know. I don't even know. But I think it's just like a fancy title to get people to be excited about it. Like, oh, look who's going to be there for sure. Because you really don't know who's going to be there until they show up. Until they get out of the van and walk up those steps. But yeah, apparently TikTok's CEO is a co-chair as well. I don't know why. I really don't know why if they're shutting down TikTok, so what's the point? No offense, sir, but why are you here? Because it's kind of just a slap in the face. And this might be the last time we can watch TikTok, or the live stream of the Met Gala on TikTok. So, I was so against TikTok at first. Like, I thought it was so stupid. And then my friend Landon he's like, please just get it. Please just get it. It's so funny. I'm like, no. Because the videos I saw on there were so cringy and so awful. And finally, I downloaded it. It was like during COVID. And I was hooked. It was so fun. It was so authentic and just like so genuine and real. And it just keeps getting faker and faker every single day. They curate who they want you to see. Like, I know I've already talked about this, but yeah, it's super annoying because there are people that I like to follow and I've forgotten about them, and I'll like randomly remember them. I was like, oh yeah, did they stop posting? And I go to their page, so and so posted 3 hours ago. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, why aren't you showing me this? And then I go to my following page and I scroll through like 20 videos maybe, and it's like, you're all caught up, no more videos to see. I'm like, that is not true. I do not believe that one bit. That is not true. Then I go to my For You page and I can scroll for hours and hours and hours, and it's the same stuff. And now every like third video is an ad. I've gotten really good at knowing what videos are ads. I mean, they show you at the bottom too, but you won't be catching me on an ad longer than 3 seconds. So, and then the TikTok shop, like, come on, really? Just another Shein, another just cheap site. I think Amazon does just, does what we need. I really believe if it's not on Amazon, you do not need it. Why? Amazon, I guess eBay as well. eBay is where you look for obscure things. Amazon is where you look for everything. I don't know. I'm not really going to be that sad if TikTok gets banned. That's what the point of this whole spiel is, because it's not even the same. And even if you do, blow up or go viral or start to get a following, they take it away. They shadow ban your account. Like, do you know how many people I've seen? It's like, hey guys, TikTok's been shadow banning my account, so if you want to follow me, turn on my notifications, because otherwise you won't see my stuff. And then they reward the most like fake accounts. Like this one account I used to follow was one of the first accounts I followed. It was so funny. It was like this rich family, and the guy would play pranks on his family all the time. And I just unfollowed him actually because it is so staged now and it's so stupid. But they keep getting like millions of views. And I'm like, this this is stupid. Stop. So, anyway, this year you can stream Vogue on TikTok. Also, does that stop me from watching TikTok? No, I still watch it. Not nearly as much as I do, but um, it's just unfortunate. It really, really is, because I don't know. It was something that we all kind of bonded over, I think, during COVID, and they just took it and ran with it, and have to make as much money as possible. Like, we can't have anything, to enjoy. We have to pay for it, or have to suffer through all these stupid things that they do to make the board happy, or you know what I mean. So anyway, that's my little spiel on TikTok for the week. Come back next week and I'll probably talk about it again. Let's see, what is the theme for TikTok for the Met Gala? It is Sleeping Beauties, Reawakening Fashion, which I've already talked about this, I know, but I forgot. So, apparently this year is supposed to have a lot of floral type dresses, type outfits, I guess you could say. This year's dress code, the Garden of Time, draws inspiration from J.G. Ballard's 1962 short story of the same name. Sorry, J.G. Ballard, I don't know who you are. The theme for this year's Met Gala, Sleeping Beauties. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently they're opening up this exhibit for I don't even know how old it is, but it's like this special exhibit for old fashion, on how to like preserve it and stuff. And there's also this thing going around again, about about Kim Kardashian wearing Marilyn Monroe's dress, and everyone says she ripped it and ruined it and stuff. The people that own it literally came out and said, no, she did not. Like, that's all false. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. She didn't ruin it. She took very good care of it. She, was able to display it in public, and we really appreciate that. She was really good to work with. Like, I just don't get why people are like so. First of all, it's a dress. Like, really, it doesn't matter that much. And second of all, she wanted to show it to the whole world, and it's, yes, I guess it's more than just a dress. It's a dress worn by one of the most iconic women of all time. But what's the point of it? It's just gonna sit in this bubble for its whole life. Like, what? I don't understand. I really don't get the hubbub about her wearing that dress. I'm very curious to see who will be there this year. Supposedly Katy Perry is going to be there, and she always kills it. Rihanna, I don't think Rihanna's ever missed a Met Gala, and she always does the most. She looks amazing every year. I think Blake Lively will be there. She's there quite a bit. Kim Kardashian, I would be shocked if she wasn't there. I'd be sad if she wasn't there. Kylie Jenner, I hope she goes. I hope her and Timothy go. Oh, that would make my whole entire world if her and Timothy went to the Met Gala together. Their debut. I've been saying this. Their debut. Right? No, actually, I wanted it to be for Dune. Their debut red carpet appearance. But I will take the Met Gala. I hope Chloe goes. She gets nervous, and I would probably be nervous too, obviously, but if I had the opportunity to go to this, I would not do it. You know what I mean? Like, do you mean people would kill for this? I feel like Chloe just kind of likes to stay home, which is fine because she has a nice house, but I don't know. If I were part of the Kardashian family, I would be taking advantage of absolutely everything. Like, I just seriously don't understand what Rob is doing. I don't understand. He has literally the most powerful family in all of media, and he sells socks. Like, I just don't understand. I don't get it. And let's be honest, he's not selling those socks. Kris Jenner is selling those socks. So, who else do I want to be there? I want Miley Cyrus to be there. Miley hasn't been there in so long. When was the last time Miley was there? and she wore that kind of like dress with all the holes in it. Miley Cyrus was. Let's see. Miley Cyrus appeared on those kind of iconic steps in 2019. Oh, with then husband Liam Hemsworth. However, despite her wishes and prayers, she hasn't made a return since. Last year, Miley was on tour in South America. Oh, I thought it said South Africa. I'm like, that's an interesting place to go on tour. No, what did she wear? Anyway, it was like during kind of like the Bangers era where she wore that black dress with all the holes in it and her hair was all spiky. And she was wearing that that Cartier bracelet that I want so bad it looks like a nail that's been bent. And it sells for like $82,000. But it's really cool, so that's why I want it. That's how I'm justifying buying it, is because it's really cool. And Miley Cyrus wore it. What did she wear then in 2019? That was during... Oh, I remember this one. That was during the She Is Coming era with like Mother's Daughter, and during the Black Mirror, when she was on Black Mirror, and she was Ashley O. Hey, yeah, whoa, I'm on a roll. Let's see, 2015 she was there. She looked pretty in that. Where is one I am thinking of where she has spiky hair? Met Gala 2014, I guess. You think? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yep. That's the one I'm thinking of. Anyways, I hope she comes back because we haven't seen her in a long time. And Miley Cyrus, she was just born to be famous, honestly. She just always knows how to look good. She always knows how to pose for the camera. She's silly. All those kind of things. Plus, she has an amazing voice. So, I mean, obviously. Who else? Should we see if there's a list of people that might be coming to the Met Gala? Who is coming to the Met Gala? Katy Perry better be there. If she wants to do this new era and this new, promote new music, she needs to be at as many places as possible. Who's going to attend and who will skip? How do they know who's going to attend or not? Or skip it, I mean. This literally told me nothing. This article told me absolutely nothing. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading. That article was useless. I wonder how much useless stuff is just out there. Like, that was not helpful at all in any way, shape, or form. Celebrities expected to attend. Washington Post. It might make me sign up. Wait, this is telling me... When was this written? Today. This was written today. Holy crap. Okay, never mind. This is saying that the Met Gala starts at 6. I wouldn't count on that. Celebrities tend to reach the red carpet between 6 and 6:30. I guess that's correct. The Met Gala takes place annually on the first Monday of May for 2024. That means Monday, May 6th. Oh yeah, here we go. E will provide coverage of the red carpet, but you have to have like satellite or cable or whatever. Oh wait, a live stream of the red carpet will be available on NBC streaming service, Peacock. That is very good news because I don't want to watch it on TikTok. Who is hosting? No, I want to know who's going to show up. Can you get a ticket? You can't unless you've got a super celeb status. Dang it. I guess I won't go this year. Jared Leto. I do not like Jared Leto. I get very creepy vibes from him. Cult leader vibes I get from him. He's on the same level as The Weeknd for me. There has been speculation that Sean Diddy Combs, who often attends the Met Gala, has been denied an invite. I would hope so. It appears that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have declined Oh, come on. I guess she is starting her tour up soon. But could you imagine those two on the red carpet? Let's see. Kendrick Lamar and Drake have an oncoming battle. Yeah, I know that's going on, you guys. I do not even know where to begin with that. I haven't even looked into it that much. All I know is they keep making raps about each other and releasing them, and it's just too much. I'm sorry, it is just too much. I did see though that Kendrick Lamar said the only thing good to come out of Canada is Carly Rae Jepsen. Like, that is true, but also Sandra Bullock came from. Oh, sorry, that's my motivation notification. But Sandra Bullock has also come out of Canada. Let me just double check that. Where did Sandra Bullock grow up? Germany? Bullock spent most of her childhood in Nuremberg, West Germany. Oh. That is not what I thought I was going to find. Okay, maybe I should do where was Sandra Bullock born? I love Sandra Bullock. I wish she'd do more stuff. Wow, I was wrong about that too, you guys. She was not born in Canada. No, wait. Spell check. Wow. Why did I think that? Huh. Okay. The unemployment rate in Arlington County, Virginia is 2.1%, just if you're curious. Sandra Annette Bullock was born in Arlington, Virginia, the daughter of Helga, I love that name, D. Meyer, a German opera singer and voice teacher, and John W. Bullock, a voice coach and executive from Alabama. Wow, okay, well, I was very wrong about that. I don't know why I thought that. Now in my head I'm thinking New Jersey, but that's clearly obviously wrong too because I just read that. But why did I think that? Anyway, okay. Yeah. Let's move on. I have some things to cross off the list. Number 2 on the list of today is I started watching a new show. My cousin has been trying to get me to watch this show for a long time. I will say, people try and get me to watch shows a lot. And I'm sorry. I have my set of shows that I watch right now because I have a certain set of time that I have. And I don't really veer off that very much. So I know I need to watch Ted Lasso. Jackson, I know. And Georgie, she keeps trying to get me to watch that. I will get to it. I promise you. Some things have been set into motion where I will have a lot more time coming up. And my cousin wanted me to watch this show called Hacks, Hacks, on HBO Max. And it's about this comedian, and she's like super successful, super rich. She's in Vegas, and she has a Vegas show. And then it's about this other girl who is about 25. Her name's Ava. The rich comedian's name is Barbara, and the poor girl is named Ava. And they have the same manager, and the manager says, we can't get you any work right now because you tweeted that controversial tweet, so you're gonna go work for Barbara. And she's like, oh, I don't want to do that. Anyway, they get there, they hate each other, they are mean to each other. It's so funny to see what they have to say about each other, but they realize that they actually need each other, and so they kind of just make an alliance or whatever. Anyway, it's really funny. The girl's there to write jokes for this lady Barbara, and Barbara is completely unhinged. She's very, very dominant. She's very, just says what's on her mind. She's very Chelsea Handler vibes, and just like with a little bit touch more crazy. So it's really good. I'm on episode 8 already. I started like 2 days ago, and it is hilarious, you guys. It is so funny. If you have Max, please go watch that show. It's one of those ones that you just like, I don't know, whoever's writing it is doing such a good job. And the casting was great, the story's great. It's sad too, like it makes you feel, but it's also hilarious, which is really good. The third season just came out, and they release them every Thursday. So I think there's 2 episodes out right now. So go binge it. Go binge it with me. And yeah, that's like I have to say about that. That's probably one of my new favorite shows. It really, truly, it's so funny. It's so hilarious. Let's see. Number 3. My friends, Mayumi and Christina, just started a charcuterie board business. Now, I know what you're saying. Casey, why are you promoting a charcuterie business? Don't you hate cheese? I do. I do hate cheese. I hate cold food. I don't like chocolate and I don't like wine. So just that whole like vibe, and a lot of people do. I know I'm in the minority. I do understand that. I know many, many people like all that stuff. So I understand that the force is not on my side. But when your friends do something, you're going to support them. And they actually, the food looks good. I'm not going to say, like, you go in there and I'm like, yeah, that does look good. I just don't like it. I don't like cold food. Like, did I ever tell you about the time I was forced to eat sushi and I started crying? Like, not like hysterically crying, but like my eyes were watering and they wouldn't stop. Like, it was awful. It was horrible. Food should not be eaten cold. That being said, go follow their Instagram page if you are having a party or like a get together, or I don't know, maybe you just want a charcuterie board. They're called gudagirls.ut on Instagram, and they are going to do great because these girls are perfectionists and they're just whatever they do. I know they are going to put their full effort into it. And I will say one thing, I like crackers. So if you have a charcuterie board with great crackers, that'll make me happy. Anyway, go follow my friends and buy their charcuterie boards and support local Utah vendors. I don't think you'll be disappointed because, like I said, they're perfectionists and they like to have things done right. And yeah, so who knows? You know, I could be letting you in on a ground floor secret. They could blow up in a couple weeks and you might not get a reservation. So Christina and Mayumi, I wish you all the best of luck and I hope it works out just as fantastic as you want it to. I think it will be great and I am here to support you all day, every day. So what is next? Okay. So I was cleaning out this closet yesterday and I was going through like this old box I have of like my old stuff from high school and stuff. I found a I found a New Year's resolution list from December 30th, 2011. I just want to read you some of the things on here. Like a lot of them are normal, like workout. Maybe that's the only one. Get at least a 3.5 GPA, and no, I didn't do that. One goal each month. I guess that's pretty vague, but you know, one of them it just says enjoy life, and learn something new every month. That is also very vague. But there are some other things on here, like get a new car. That was always on my mind. That's all I wanted in high school is a new car. So, but one of them was pass math. I put a little check mark next to it because apparently I passed math. Math was not easy for me, you guys. I failed many times. One of them is tan. If you know me, you know I don't really need to tan. So, but that was all. That was just something that we did back in the day. Like my parents or my dad used to have a tanning bed even, and it was like this old tanning bed, and it would take forever to warm up. And I'm sure the light bulbs were so dim, but like I'd literally go take naps in it. I know, it's terrible for your skin, but that is what I did. And I enjoyed it, so that's all that matters. But I honestly don't even know why I did that, because I can go out in the sun for an hour and be tan again. I guess this was in wintertime, so there is that. One is don't sleep as much. I do remember I slept so much. And if you know me, I like my sleep. Eat. You guys, the bar is in hell with my resolutions, with my dedication to I don't even know. Anyway, eat one fruit a week. That was probably huge for me back then because I don't think I ate any fruit at all. So I don't think I followed that. Let's see. And this last one, oh wait, no. Save $5 a week. That is huge when you don't have a job, you guys. Saving $5 every single week. That is like nigh to impossible when you have absolutely zero income coming in. I don't know how I survived, but I was also not allowed to get a job. I will just say that. I wasn't lazy. I wasn't like entitled. We just had so much to do around the farm, around the ranch, that I was told that I didn't need to have a job, and that I would, if I needed money, I just had to ask. So, and that doesn't mean like I got a credit card and I can go buy whatever I wanted, but I was compensated at least. But I just saw my friends that had these jobs, and I'm like, oh, I want a job. I want freedom. They were making like $7 an hour and had no free time. So that is one thing I did enjoy about high school, is I necessarily didn't have to work. And so I didn't have to like worry about my work schedule and like it interfering with my social life, you know? So that is good. That is a good thing. But also a little bit of money would have been nice. And the last one, be nice to my friends. So that just shows you a little bit about what it was like 2011. So, I'm not going to tell you that because you'll know how old I am. Never mind. I was going to tell you every year that I started the grades that I was in. But I will not, because it's easy to remember when I started, like when I was in school. Because you will never know how old I am. I will never disclose that information. Also, I found a bunch of old like pop culture memorabilia. I found tons of pictures from Lady Gaga photo shoot from Us Weekly. I actually have that magazine somewhere. I need to find it. I know where it came from now. It all just clicked. Okay, there's like 5 posters that came from that magazine. I also found the Hannah Montana Miley Cyrus concert 3D glasses. And I also found the Katy Perry Part of Me 3D glasses. And they're like legit. They're like actual glasses. They're not little cardboard things. They have little candy canes on the side of them. They're red. Not candy canes, the spearmint things, you know. I also found the box that I bought for Lady Gaga's partnership with Monster headphones. I don't even think that do they even do headphones anymore? I think they do, but they do them for like studios, like recording studios. Monster headphones. Oh, they still have them. Wow. Okay. Is Monster a good brand for headphones? Easily the best wireless earbuds anywhere near this price point. Anyway, they look like kind of like diamonds, but they're shaped as. I wonder if they're in there. I don't know if I'm looking at the box right now. I wonder if they're in the box or if I threw them away. Huh. I'll have to check that later. They were shaped like triangles, but they kind of had a diamond shape or look to them. Anyway, I found those. That was really exciting. I also found tons of photos of like old celebrities, and yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to realize that I needed to do this, but here we are, 37 episodes deep. Okay, I also need to preface this next one, number 6 on the list, with an apology. Not necessarily an apology, but just I don't know, just like, I guess you can just say never in this life, because I bought a ticket to Coachella, and yes, you heard that correctly. I never, ever thought I would buy a ticket to Coachella, but my friends have gone the last couple years, or at least they went this year, and they've gone before, and for some reason this year I had so much FOMO. I don't know if it was because of all the celebrities there. Like, Paris Hilton just walks around and takes pictures with people. That's just what she does. She loves it. I'm like, my whole goal next year is to find Paris Hilton. Also, do you guys know she follows me on Twitter? I just need to release that information because I always forget. I don't really go on Twitter anymore, but I forget. And then when you go on, I was just looking on her page one day. This has been years too, and it said, like when someone's following you, it says so and so follows you, and I was looking at her bio and it said Paris Hilton, and underneath it said follows you. I'm like, what? Paris Hilton follows me? I don't even remember what I said. Obviously it was nice for her to follow me back, but yeah, anyway, so I want to find her. I just want to, my whole goal next year is to walk around and just find famous people and take pictures with them and talk to them and ask them if I can be their assistant. That's what I would do. If I ever met Chelsea Handler, I would ask her to be her assistant. If I met, who else? Katy Perry, I would ask her if I could work for her. I'd ask them if I could work for them in any capacity. I'd walk their dogs. I'd do anything. I would literally do anything. This goes back to what I was saying last week when I want to be super rich and have just like a random job, you know? Like I would love like to be rich and not have to worry about like, you know, buying food and stuff and paying for rent. I would live in LA and I would be someone's assistant or just some stupid job that they had, some famous person's job. And wouldn't that be so fun? And like you don't really have to stress that much because you have money. And if they're mean to you, it's like, oh, well, whatever. You know, it doesn't, like, I don't have to have this job. I'm here because I want it. Anyway, it's a weird dream I have. I know it is strange, but so this time next year, I will be at Coachella. And I always thought it was so stupid that people bought tickets before they even knew who the lineup was. And here I am, one of those stupid people. But I am really excited. The group of friends I'm going with is fun, and they met Charlie XCX this year. They got pictures with her. Lana Del Rey was fantastic. There's a rumor that Olivia Rodrigo is headlining next year, which would be fantastic. Also, there's a rumor Dua Lipa is going to headline, and I would absolutely die. I would literally wait in line for 17 hours to be in the very front row. Like, I just love Dua Lipa, you guys. I love it. And we will get into her new album, don't you worry. Oh wow, I've been talking quite a bit. I mean, granted, this is a podcast, but we're already 37 minutes in. But yeah, so that just goes to show never say never, because I actually did get a lot of FOMO this year. Coachella looked really fun. And I don't know, just I've been to the place where Coachella is. Like, I've stayed there before, and it is nice. That is a place, I mean, not during Coachella, obviously, but if you want to go on vacation and do nothing, Palm Springs is a really good place to do that, just to relax and, like, rejuvenate. But yeah, that is all I have on the docket for this week. Well, no. News-wise, what am I trying to say? Those are the top 6 things I want to talk about. I still have more to talk about. But yeah, catch me at Coachella. How about that? So, they just released the new movie for Lion King. It's called Mufasa. It's like a prequel. Let me just read you what I wrote. Mufasa, the Lion King. I didn't write this. Sorry. I copied and pasted it from the internet. I don't know why I said I wrote it. Mufasa, The Lion King is an upcoming American musical drama film directed by Barry Jenkins. Barry Jenkins, why does that sound familiar? Who is Barry Jenkins? Maybe I'm just thinking of Barry Cogan. Could you imagine if he directed this? Barry Jenkins. Oh, Moonlight. What did he have to do with Moonlight? Hang on, let me go to my IMDb page. Barry. I remember the first Lion King. That came out in like 2019, right? That was a good movie. He's a producer. Oh, if Beale Street Could Talk. That was a big Oscar movie one year too. Let's see. Moonlight. He directed Moonlight. He was a producer of If Beale Street Could Talk. What else? That's pretty much all. Like, he's done tons. That's not all, but he's done tons. That's probably the most that everyone would know. Okay, let me get back to my little notes. Sorry. Written by Jeff Nathanson. I don't know who he is. And produced by Walt Disney Pictures and Pastel Productions. Wonder why I bet Pastel Productions is owned by one of those guys. Who owns Pastel Productions? Barry Jenkins. Oh. No, Barry Jenkins production company. Oh yeah. Okay, I was right. I told you. Okay. Pastel Productions. The film is a photorealistic animated and both a prequel and sequel to the 2019 adaptation of the 1994 film The Lion King. The music is by Hans Zimmer. Like, what doesn't Hans Zimmer do music for? Hans Zimmer is truly amazing. Pharrell Williams and Lin-Manuel Miranda. So that should be very, very good. But also at the very end of the trailer, it said featuring Beyonce and no, what did it say? With Beyonce and featuring Blue Ivy Carter. So I don't know if they're gonna do music in it or if they're like, obviously Beyonce was Nala in the last one, so I wonder if she'll reprise that role. I wonder if that'll even work. It's Mufasa. Huh. Wonder what this movie's gonna be about. Anyway, so that should be really good. Really good. It comes out December 20th, so we have a while. It'll be a good Christmas movie for everyone to see. We used to go see movies on Christmas all the time. We kind of stopped doing that. I wonder why. Let's see. Okay, Emma Roberts is a new movie. There's a lot of movie things this year. This episode, you guys, just FYI. Emma Roberts is a new movie called Space Cadet. It's supposed to be a comedy. I couldn't see where this would be, if it's like streaming or if it's coming to theaters. I'm assuming it's streaming, and I want to say it might be Amazon. Comes out July 4th. What day is that? Is July 4th on a... no, I want the calendar. Please show me the calendar. Let's see. I'm guessing that's a Friday. No, it's a Thursday. Okay. This is also something I stole from the internet, the description. Florida party girl Rex turns out to be the only hope for NASA space program after a fluke puts her in training with other candidates who may have a better resume, but don't have her smarts, heart, and moxie. So that should be good. I like Emma Roberts. I know she's known to not be that nice, but I like her. She's good in anything she's in. Like, she plays the role of Chanel. Is her name Chanel in Scream Queens, or is her minion's name Chanel? She plays that part perfectly. Maybe it's because she is me in real life. I don't know. Who knows? Another movie called A Family Affair, starring Nicole Kidman, Zac Efron, and Joey King, comes out June 28th. I also don't know if that's streaming or not. It doesn't say. An unexpected romance triggers comic consequences for a young woman, her mother, and her boss, grappling with complications of love, sex, and identity. So I'm going to say her mom is Nicole Kidman, and her boss is Zac Efron. I just wonder what goes through people's minds when they get offered roles. Like, what made Nicole Kidman and Zac Efron decide to do this movie? Like, was it a director? Was it part of a contract they had to fulfill? Was it... I don't know. Like, this is the kind of movie I see Joey King doing, and I'm not saying that's, like, a bad thing, but the other two are, like... I mean, Nicole Kidman, for sure. She's, like, a huge, huge actress. Zac Efron is, obviously a good actor, too, but... yeah. Anyway, I'm excited for it. June 28th. I don't know where it's streaming. Kim Kardashian is supposedly producing a new show with Emma Roberts. I don't know much about that. That's all I really know. Emily in Paris. Emily in Paris fans out there. I love that show. It's so good. I just love the vibe of it. It's like warm and happy and sunny. Like, I just love that. I love, the fashion they wear. It's just a fun, kind of lighthearted show. But they just released a trailer or clip or a Instagram video or something saying that Emily in Paris comes back. The first part comes back August 15th of season 4. And then I think it's I think it's September 9th, I want to say, that's part 2 comes out. So, I cannot even remember what happened. Oh wait, I do. I do. But there's a lot that I've forgotten also, so maybe I'll have to go back and watch that. Did you guys watch The Idea of You? It's that new movie with what is it? Anne Hathaway and Nicholas Galitzine. I started watching it. I haven't finished it. It's fun. It's on Amazon Prime. It's a kind of like a lighthearted. What movie would it be like? I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like cheesy. I mean, it is, but basically the premise is this woman. She's in her 40s, and that's Anne Hathaway, and her daughter wants to go to Coachella, and she has to end up taking her, and she runs into the main singer of this boy band, which is what am I trying to say? Written after, based on, like Harry Styles, pretty much. Anyways, he ends up like really liking her. She likes him. They become a thing. There's a huge age difference. Blah blah blah. But it is pretty good, and I didn't finish watching it because I was so tired, and I had to go to sleep. It has a 6.6 rating, so that's pretty good. 6.6 out of 10. I don't understand her name though. Celine. Celine. I don't know where that comes from, but I just thought that was an interesting name to use. A 40-year-old single mom begins an unexpected romance with a 24-year-old Hayes Campbell, lead singer of August Moon, the hottest boy band on the planet. Which is interesting because in the movie they were making fun of them. Like, their kids were like, who listens to August Moon? Oh, I have to say this just right now because I saw it. It wasn't on my list, but Unfrosted, that movie with that Jerry Seiner. No. That's a car dealership here in Utah. Jerry Seinfeld did. It got like a 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I know we don't really look at ratings, but he did an interview. I just don't like him that much. I'm just going to say that. He seems super arrogant. But he did an interview saying he wanted to make this movie as little like Barbie as possible. And then someone put up the reviews and the ratings, and Barbie was like 88%, and this one was like 40 something percent. And they're like, well, you accomplished that. And apparently he meant like box office success because I don't think it did very well. It's on Netflix too, so box office doesn't even make sense. What was I coming on here for? The Idea of You. Does it show? Oh, More Like This. Okay, did you guys ever see Purple Hearts? I was going to say these other two too. Huh, interesting. Did you guys ever see Purple Hearts on Netflix? That movie, it was good. It was like, it's like a better Hallmark movie, I would say. Better, Nicholas Galatine's also in that. It's like that movie. It's kind of like Red, White, and Royal Blue. I was going to say Anyone But You, but I'm like, no, that one is a little bit more box office-y. But it's on here, on More Like This. So it is not like Challengers. I'm just going to say that right now. And Fall Guy, that's what's on this. Sorry, I'm reading another thing. Let's see, what else do I have for you guys? Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, I think that's how you say her name. I don't know if she's married to Jason Statham or if she's just with Jason Statham. But if you don't know who that is, I'm pretty sure she started as a Victoria's Secret model. She's like gorgeous. She's like so pretty. But she was in Transformers 3. She's the girl that replaced Megan Fox. And I actually really like that movie. I think she did a good job. But she was also the highest paid actress that year. It was her first movie ever. And she's the highest paid actress just because of how successful Transformers was. That being said, she apparently had a business. I knew about it as kind of like I want to say it's like a houseware, like candles and scents and stuff like that. But apparently the company that acquired her company filed for bankruptcy, and it has now been picked up by another company. But she says she wants nothing to do with it, pretty much, so she's stepping away from the business. That would suck. That's kind of what happened to Jessica Simpson, but she got her business back. Jessica Simpson sold her business to some other company for $1 billion, literally. And then they went bankrupt. So she went back and she bought her company back for like pennies on the dollar. So she literally made $1 billion by selling her company and then went back and bought it for like nothing and has her company again so she can like revamp it and make more money. That is good business practice right there, you guys. Yeah. So Adele turned 36 yesterday, you guys. Did you know that? That is, I don't know. For some reason, she seems older. Not that I think she looks old, but she kind of just feels like she has an old soul type of vibe, you know. But then again, her albums are always about the age that she was when that whatever was going on in her life, you know, like 25, 21. There's not a 31, is there? I think there is 30. Yeah, she turned 36, you guys. Madonna Madonna played a free concert in Rio de Janeiro, and 1.6 million people came. It's the biggest concert for a solo person ever in history. That is a lot of people. Could you even like hear? How many speakers do you think they had to have? That's a lot of people. I think it was the end of her. It was the end of her tour too. Like that was the very last show of her celebration tour. Michelle Yeoh got the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Joe Biden. I don't know if that comes with any status. I think it's kind of like getting the keys to a city. It's just like kind of you get status, you know. Travis Kelce was at the Kentucky Derby. It was the 150th Kentucky Derby. Also in attendance was Anna Nicole Smith's daughter, Danny Lynn, I think is her name. She was there. So there's that. I know you guys needed to know that. Let's see. There's a few more than I want to talk about. I want to talk about Dua Lipa and I want to talk about the Fall Guy. How much time do I have, you guys? Oh, we're good. We got about 10 minutes left. TikTok and Universal Music Group, I guess, came to a conclusion on the music. I didn't have time to look into it, but supposedly music will be coming back to TikTok again, which means that I guess artists are going to be paid more for it. But as we know, Taylor Swift released all of her music back onto the site, which is smart because it helped boost sales for her new album. And yeah, that she got a lot of streams the very first day of that new album. Let's see. Morgan Wallen and Post Malone have a new song coming out. People have been waiting for this one, I know. Like, a lot of my friends are like, he's been teasing it. He needs to release it because it's so good and I want to listen to it so bad. I don't know much about Morgan Wallen. I just know that he's always like the number one seller. Like in 2023, I think it was, he was the number one selling artist. I'm like, what? How is that even possible? Like, I just, you'd think it'd be Taylor Swift, but no, it was Morgan Wallen. Like, I know there's that one song, Last Night We Let the Liquor Talk. Like, I don't get the twang. Like, why do country people have to do the twang? Is that like, do people like that? Is that like a thing? I don't know. Like, even like Taylor Swift, when she did country, she had the twang. But then there are other country artists that don't do the twang. I don't understand. Where did the twang come from? Anyway, he had some controversy. I don't know if he's apologized or if he's just like moved on from it. But he did stand up for Taylor Swift the other day, though. He said he was at a stadium and he's like, this is the highest record of people at this stadium. It will be at least until Taylor Swift comes here in September or something. And everyone started booing. And he's like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to tear her down or something. So that did bring him up a few notches in my book. But I don't know. Anyway, they have a new song, Post Malone and him. It's called I Had Some Help. Comes out May 10th. Post Malone is busy this year. I will say that. Let's see. Okay, The Fall Guy. It's that movie with Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling. And all I have to say to you right now is go see this movie. This movie was so good, you guys. It was so funny. It was so well put together. The casting was perfect. Emily Blunt looked absolutely amazing. She has the most perfect skin I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know how it's possible. I truly don't. But she's just like one of the most naturally beautiful people I've ever seen. I just love her. I love her so much. And Ryan Gosling, he was looking mighty fine in this movie. He kind of still had the bleached hair look from, it was a little more like dingy, like messed up kind of look though from Ken. But there's a scene, and if you guys have seen this movie, where he gets out of the water and his muscles are ginormous. He looked really good. Am I right, ladies? If you've seen this movie, he looked very, very, very fine. But yeah, this movie was super funny, and it's one you should see in theaters. Go see it in IMAX or D-Box or whatever. It was done very well. And I was actually thinking during the movie, I was like, finally, they came up with a new concept. It's not like a recycled movie. And then I find out at the end it is. It's been redone. I'm like, gosh dang it. But then it's like, I can't be mad at people. Like, literally everything has been done. Like, there's pretty much no new material at all for anything. And if you ask me to make up a movie on the spot, well, I mean, obviously they had time to make this movie. They didn't just make it up on the spot, but I don't think I could do it. Like, everything has been done. So, anyways, please see this movie. Please support my friends, Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, because, because they're good people. I thought it was interesting when we were watching the commercials, like the previews before the movie. There were 2 of John Krasinski's movies in the trailers before. And I'm like, that is so cool. Like, how cool would that be to go... I mean, I don't even know how old their kids are, but just to go to the movie and see 2 of your dad's films on the upcoming movie, like previews, while you're in the movie for your mom's movie. Like, that's just so cool to me. I don't know. A powerhouse couple. Okay, last but not least is Radical Optimism, Dua Lipa's new album. You guys, this album is so good. I love this album so much. The singles, are you kidding me? All the singles, we got Houdini, we've got Training Season, we've got Illusion. These 3 singles alone are magnificent. They are perfect. And she hosted SNL this weekend, and she did a really good job. She hosted and performed, and she did so well. She is just... Her and Sydney Sweeney, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they can do everything. They know it. Like, Dua Lipa has a podcast, like a whole website dedicated to what am I trying to say? Like, people who are actually doing things in the world, like important things, and not just like vapid celebrity things like me. They like actually are in the world trying to change things and make differences. And she has a book club, and it is about books that like have meaning behind them. They're not just like what's popular in the moment. They actually have like depth to them. And what am I trying to say? A lot of them are true stories. She's just super smart. And it's like, how do you do that? How do you have time to read all these books and interview all these people and be smart and be pretty and be talented and travel the world? We actually did a really good job on there. I just want to show you so besides the singles, my favorite song on the album is called Falling Forever. And it is, oh my gosh, you guys, I have listened to this song non-stop for the past like 3 days. It is so good. It's called Falling Forever. It's basically about what I take it as is like the stage of the love that you're in, where it's like It's so fun. It's so like puppy love. It's so honeymoon love. It's can we keep falling like this forever? Can we stay like this together forever? Um, and the melody of it, the what am I trying to say? The beat of it, so good. These walls. I'm looking at, so when you go on Spotify online, like on your computer, it shows you the streams of all these songs, and looks like most people are liking. Obviously, Houdini. It's been out the longest. It's got almost 500 million streams, but these walls has almost 5 million streams, which is interesting. It's a good song. It's really good. It's basically about like a tumultuous relationship, about like two people that probably shouldn't be together. And it's basically like if these walls could talk, they would say, "You guys are crazy. You're This is a doomed relationship. You're not going anywhere." And then it ends with "Happy for You," which basically is like what am I? She's genuinely happy for the person she used to date, and she wants him to know that, or them. I shouldn't say him. She wants them to know that. But yeah, this album's really good, you guys. You should listen to it. Very, very good. 11 songs. It's not going to overwhelm you like Taylor Swift's album or Beyonce's album. But also, I could have done with like 20 songs. Like, she just has that talent. But, like we know of last time, she came out with the Moonlight edition of Future Nostalgia. And it had a lot of good songs on there. A lot of the songs that I still listen to this day. To this day, are from that. Hang on, let me see. So the original album had 11 songs on it. What is her with her in 11 songs? Very interesting. And then the extended edition had 8 more songs on it. We're Good. That song is one of the best songs of all time, and you can't even tell me otherwise. Prisoner by Miley Cyrus and Dua Lipa. I like it. I like how this song was on Miley's album, Plastic Hearts, which that album is phenomenal, and her album too. That Kind of Woman, I like that song too. If It Ain't Me, Levitating featured DaBaby. Is he still canceled? I don't know. He seemed pretty arrogant in himself, but that song has 2 billion streams. That is crazy. I think Physical is probably one of my favorite songs from that album. And Don't Start Now has 2.5 billion streams. Break My Heart has 1 billion. These numbers just don't lie, you guys. I want to know. Here we go. There's one of her songs that has, I think one of her albums has over 4 billion streams. And it's like one of the most streamed albums of all time. What am I trying to look for? Anyway, I'm just kind of messing around at this point. Yes, go listen to Radical Optimism, you guys. Support Dua Lipa. She did a surprise concert in New York last night in Times Square, and I think she literally pulled up a truck, like a semi truck, and like the side, the side opened up, and she just started performing. Like obviously it was a little bit more put together than that, but I was watching it on my live stream, and I'm like, ugh. And I have friends that live in New York, and I was like, I bet you they're going, because they're just as into pop divas as I am. And I looked at their story, and they're like, on our way to see Dua Lipa. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. And then I have other friends that are there visiting right now, and I'm like, if I would have been there, I would have dropped you guys so fast and sprinted to Times Square. No offense, but that would be one cool thing about living in like LA or New York, is like these random pop-ups that these celebs do, like book signings. You always know that people are going to go sign their books in these major cities. Anyway, that is all I have for you this week. Remember to be nice to your friends, like it says in my New Year's resolutions. Make sure to go watch Hacks. Also watch the Met Gala tonight. Starts at, I would say, if you start at 4, you'd be probably pretty good. You can watch it on Peacock. You can watch it on E. You can live stream it on TikTok through Vogue's account. Go follow my friend's Instagram account, goodagirls.ut, for your charcuterie, all your charcuterie needs. And yeah, Coachella tickets are on sale. If you want to see me there, weekend 1, go ahead and buy them. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Happy 37th episode. And that, I think, will do it for me. Make sure you save your $5 for this week.